Okay, I'm gonna try to go on a rant why I hate the accountant movie in this universe they set up. I'm gonna show this clip. But this is this network, or not a network, but they the he's having the autistic woman that's stuck in the rehabilitation place to hack and into these dark web networks or something and present try to set up these situations where you can be hired by these companies that are doing a lot of illegal stuff.
What about Zurich, Saudi Arabia?
The Swiss and cheap. Dubai is one thing, but we're too conspicuous in the kingdom. I wrote Chicago.
Why?
There's an uptick in online chatter. People looking for you.
What people?
The unfriendly kind. Let's try a legitimate client for once. No cartels, arms brokers, money launderers, assassins. I like safe. I like you safe.
I'm really hiding something. It's those online thieves.
There's honor among Illinois electronics manufacturers. They're in your current backyard. No risk of movement. You'll meet.
Yeah, that'll be.
One last piece of business.
Just the Renoir.
I don't have a buyer for the Renoir. The Pollock can move. Will you?
Okay, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I'll try to give my best analysis here. So this computer expert, he's just being Batman and she's being Oracle, getting all the info. Or at least the way Oracle used to be used in the comics, just calling the shots and watching over the Batman family while they're chasing somebody. But here, this accountant world is the two brothers, and they get involved in the same contracts, kind of hitman intimidation contracts between billionaires. They it is like the rest of the world doesn't matter, but those two brothers, and all the billionaires just end up getting murdered, getting what they deserve, and they go and then they tip off investigators and stuff. And the two brothers were trained to be these. They remind me of Bullseye from the comics, just hitmen that have nothing else in their life, and just enjoy the reversal of power, and they're both insane. But it is an incredibly stupid movie to me. The schemes just close around each other, and it doesn't mean anything. There's no reason for all this activity. These two guys are going to take out the entire economy. So what? The billionaires get what they deserve for trying to fix their books or something. I don't know. Before they go public and stuff. And he actively goes after both the brothers actively apply for those jobs. They come in as undercover, and one as an accountant, one I guess as a security guy. And then they get hired, and then they do all these things around these billionaires. And this is not the world. Does the real world work this way? I don't think it does. But this Maybe the word is myopic. I don't know, but just don't like this movie. If this movie didn't have those layers and it were a straightforward thriller, it's too closed up in the motivations and the plots. See, like you go back to the 60s, 70s, and 60s. There were some TV series like The Saint, but those were based on novels. The Simon Templar, and maybe the American Mac Bolan kind of things. But he was more like Punisher, going after the mob. And this movie has all kinds of references to DC Comics, Solomon Grundy, and Action Comics, and his love of art, and he's obsessed with reprints of the first Superman appearance. But you get go back to those novels where these kind of thriller kind of action movies got their start in that. Like, I look at the Saint. It started out as a novel of adventures, and kind of having the same kind of origin story as a secret network that would get him into places, then take out the bad guys. And but those stories were open-ended. Those old superhero type stories, the pulp novels, they didn't have it so closed up at the end, where it's just all this collateral damage between two or three people. And I don't like stories like that. I like the ones that are, more open-ended, that the story can keep going, instead of just everyone around them dying or something, more of like the comic characters, they never really die. They just get reinvented. But they're still based in those pulp novels. But this accountant, the world doesn't make any sense. The John Wick world makes a lot more sense than two brothers coming together and just destroying everything. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And at the very end is at that autism development school or mansion. So it's like his contact on the cell phone is just a girl that's stuck there, nonverbal and bouncing off the walls, and she's got a computer that hacks everything. So that goes back to Hollywood's really messed up obsession with autism, that they're genetically superior in some way, and the last time I saw this was in one of the Predator movies, where the Predator was literally on Earth to extract the genetics out of this kid who was a computer whiz, and add it to his own, just inject it into his own brain, and that way the species becomes more powerful. And this is, it's just like they're trying to take the X-Men concept and make it real life. This is scary what they're putting into movies just for no reason. Without all the autistic stuff, have him be challenged when he was a kid, and then his father is their two fathers are involved in is in his father is involved. The brother's father is involved in Black Ops and all this stuff, and so he takes them around to ninja masters, kind of like Kill Bill, and gets them over their disabilities. That would be a good start, but then have him, rewrite it so it's a normal life and it's just a thriller with all kinds of conspiracies. We don't need all the rest of this autistic X-Men thing. It is getting creepy, nihilistic to me. But that's just my impression of the accountant, and I really don't like it.